Hi, I'm Lindsay Johnson with Watson Realty. Are you looking to buy a house? Are you looking to get a pre-approval for a mortgage? Well, today I'm going to tell you exactly how to go through that. When it comes to buying a house, not everybody has a bunch of cash lying around, and people are very often seeking financing to get a loan. In a market as crazy as this, you've got to have all your ducks in a row if you're ready to start putting in offers. And one of those first ducks is the pre-approval for your mortgage. This is simply a letter from a lending institution that tells the seller that you have done some of your homework ahead of time and that you are pre-approved to get a mortgage. What exactly does that mean? It means that you're going to provide some specific information to the bank, and based on that information, the bank is going to give you a budget for a house. So today we're going to talk about the specifics of how you go about getting that pre-approval. And the very first thing is finding a good local lender. I will say that again, a good local lender. Why is a local lender important? A local lender uses local appraisers. A local lender is somebody who you can actually drive to their office and knock on their door if you need to. Local lenders are here, they're available, and they know this market far better sometimes than some of the out-of-area lenders can. Having a local lender on your team can make all the difference in a transaction because they're the ones who are holding the keys, sometimes quite literally, to you getting to buy your house. In addition to finding your local lender, you want to make sure that when you're getting your pre-approval, you get all of your paperwork ready. Now, we're talking about your financial history, any kind of debt you've had, your job history, W-2s, income, your current credit score, all the information, and you want to kind of get that gathered together as best as you can, because the more accurate you are with that information, the more accurate your budget is going to be for your mortgage. Be honest, because quite frankly, they're going to find out anyway. They always do. I could tell you all kinds of stories about customers who a week before closing buy a car because they didn't think the lender would find out, customers who forgot about their bankruptcy 3 years ago, or the fact that in the last 2 years they had a 6-month gap of employment. It always comes out, and it's so much better for that to come out in the beginning so you can really figure out if it's the right time to buy a house and what your true budget is. Because once you're under contract on a house, it's heartbreaking for it to fall through because of something that could have been handled in the beginning. After you gather up all your financial information, and after you have a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're going to be super honest, you want to get an idea of what your monthly budget is going to be. A bank is going to give you a certain budget. It does not mean that you have to spend it. Most people budget based on their monthly expenses. So if you're currently renting a place and you pay $1,500 a month and you feel like you could maybe wiggle up to $1,700, it's really, really good information to have. Because if your bank approves you for $500,000, but you only want to spend $1,700 a month on a mortgage, you got to have that conversation with your lender so that you can make sure you know what your true top budget is. Because as exciting as it is to buy a house, you don't want to live for your mortgage. Pre-approvals are so important in today's real estate market. It shows sellers that you're serious, and it saves you time. In a market such as this, where houses are going under contract the day that they hit the market, you don't want to have to waste a day or two trying to get your pre-approval letter. So making sure that you find a good local lender to work with, you gather up all your financial information, you make sure you're really super truly honest, and you get your monthly numbers in order are going to ensure that as you search for your dream home, it's a smooth road ahead. If you've just had an aha moment, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're looking for the right realtor, be sure to check out this video where I lay out all the characteristics you should be looking for in the best agent for you. I'm Lindsay Johnson with Watson Realty. See you next time.